We work even when it rains and while the leeches suck our blood. We only eat vegetables and greens. We are going through a very hard time.
Nagamma has been picking tea here for 23 years. She's one of millions of Sri Lankans in the grip of the country's worst cost of living crisis in generations. The views are spectacular from the brand new Lotus Tower in Colombo. But elsewhere, vital infrastructure projects have been put on hold for lack of funds. Far away from the capital, financial turmoil threatens Nagamma's future too.
We work hard so we can try to live well. But after being comfortable for a short time, life became very tough. When things are like that, you lose your hopes and dreams that things will improve.
Early morning at Bluefield Tea Estate, and Nagamma is busy getting ready for work. Husband Hydrus is making lunch. The stove is out of gas, so a small fire will have to do. 9 people live in this workers' cottage.
Our house is actually 2 units combined. After our daughters were married, we had to give them one part of the house, so we live on the other side now.
Before Nagamma goes to work, she wraps up against the rain. When she and her daughter Heranisha are ready, they set off together. For an 8-hour shift, they earn $3 at best. Picking tea isn't as easy as it may seem.
This is the type of shoot that should be left, so it can be plucked next time. These types of leaves should be removed. These should be thrown away. If not, new ones won't grow.
As Nagamma gathers handfuls of leaves, Hydrus heads out too. His disability pension isn't enough to support the family, so he has no option but to work.
It's not like before. I have a family to look after now. I have 4 kids. The price of everything has gone up. We have to be very cautious about managing our expenses.
At the factory, it's weighing in time. Happy to be out of the rain at last, Nagamma and her co-workers can go for lunch and a sit-down. All around them, the tea-making process never stops. It hasn't changed in 100 years here. As for these ancient machines, the know-how to run them is handed down through the generations. In better times, the factory employed 250 people, but because of the crisis, 100 have been let go. No wonder workers and employers alike worry about what the crisis will mean for them.
Per day, we can produce around 2.5 tons. But last month, we produced around 1 ton per day. So it's a huge difference because of the field problem and the shortage of fertilizing and the long term of power cuts.
On the evening news, the president himself pledges that no one is going to starve. It's the frightening new normal in Sri Lanka, still reeling from the political turmoil that followed emergencies including COVID and the country's first ever debt default. Some have been spared serious financial hardship and they can enjoy a day out. But today, millions of Sri Lankans are more vulnerable than ever because of their reversal of fortunes, just like these market traders in the capital.
Sugar is expensive, milk powder is expensive, tea is expensive.
No one is happy. We used to sell for 200 rupees or 300 rupees. When we mention the price, they frown and they are gone.
After another hard day, Nagamma has some shopping to do before she can go home to dry off. As prices rise, there's not a lot to go around, especially for Nagamma. She won't give up. She has no choice.
It is because of the higher expenses that our lives are getting worse. The cost of living keeps rising day by day. We can't even afford biscuits and other snacks for the little ones. Right now, we don't see how we can improve our lives until things get better. We are only focused on battling these hard times.